Hey there, this is Sheena Rowlands and today I'm sharing with you my latest layout for the cut file crew over on Instagram. One of my colleagues chose this cut file from Cut to You, created by Gwen. We always pick a free cut file every month to all create with so that we can all make something different just to provide inspiration. So I've cut this cut file just in white cardstock. I have to say I was a little unsure when I first looked at it on how I wanted to proceed, particularly when it says 2022, so that's the year that's ahead of us, and it took me a while to decide what I wanted to do. So I hope you like what I create, but as I say, it did take a little bit of thinking to get to the end point. So I was already creating something else for someone else with some Vicki Boutin supplies, so that as they were out, I went through them and I looked for all the offcuts or the bits and pieces that were left, and I want to dig out the rainbow colours. You might keep seeing me touching these words, working out that I'm going Richard of York, going battle in vain, and I need to keep remembering which line is which colour. I'm sure there's an easier way, but so I concentrating on the word May there. I've just got the inner bits of the cut file just to draw around. I'm going to then draw around it in pencil, then I'm going to cut round a little bit wider because I actually want to back the cut file from behind. So I'm looking at, so obviously January and February will be red, March and April will be orange, etc. So I'm using yellow for the word May. So just quite simply, just using up some of the scraps left within my Vicki Boutin ranges. They're all mixed together. I store a lot of my papers and embellishments by designer. So I've got my Paige Taylor Evans stuff together, my Vicki Boutin stuff together, Chamel, same. So I don't know whether these are all the same range. I don't think they are, looking at the back of some of them, but that doesn't matter to me. I know they've all got the same feel. I really like the way her ranges coordinate with each other. I think I've probably got something from every one of Vicki Boutin's ranges. I am a fan. So then I've just remembered that I wasn't cutting March, I was cutting May, so I like the way that looks. So off camera I've cut those by hand, and I've decided I'm going to use this deep purpley colour for the 2022 because it goes with the rainbow, but actually doesn't clash with it. So I've stuck those down off camera. You didn't really need to see me do that. I thought that a rainbow was a really good thing for 2022. I really hope that the future is brighter and that we're looking forward to something better than last year and the year before, really. And that's my thought process behind picking the rainbow. I've decided I want to lift this off the background, which is another Vicki Boutin paper. So I decided that I'm going to use just some foam just to go behind these words, just to lift it off the background a little. I was still unsure at this stage quite how this was going to turn out. As I say, I like the cut file, I like the papers. So I've stuck that to the background and I've popped a photo of my family, immediate family, in the 0 of 2022. I'm actually going to stick the numbers to the background. They're not raised up like the cut file. So they're there, but they're not there. So I've stuck those down off camera and I'm liking the way this looks. So the thought process for this layout, I've decided that I'm actually going to document on it the things that we have planned for this year. Now, I don't know how you've found it during COVID, but we've tried not to make too many plans really because so many things have been cancelled along the way, holidays postponed, and even, massive family events not happening. And this year we've made some tentative plans, so I'm actually going to document them on this layout, and hopefully I'll be able to add to it actually as the year goes on, and maybe if we get more confident, depending on the worldwide situation and the situation at home, and hopefully this will be all positive. That's the aim of this, really, a good start for this year. So I'm just trying to get this title straight. It's a Dear Lizzie foam alpha thickers. No idea how old, but I do like black and white alphas, so I do keep them in my stash. But it's not a recent purchase by any means. So basically this reads Our Plans for 2022. So on a pad of paper there, I jotted down a few things. I've handwritten them on some strips of white card. You can see them there lying over the top of the months those things happen in. So I'm just now looking for I just want a few little embellishments. I don't think it needs much. I think there's quite a lot going on as it is. I mean, I wouldn't say this was my normal style. I'm not sure that I particularly have a very distinct style, but actually I think this is a really good way of turning this cut file into something really positive. I love this budgie. I have no idea why. I think it goes really well there. It's going to stay. I do like some of the random bits and pieces. I've definitely learnt to embrace those over the years. But some of the things I'll talk you through, some of the things that I've written on the strips. I've recently been to see Strictly Come Dancing live with my mum and dad, which was a real lovely, nice to be out as a family. Really enjoyed that. One of my children gets married this year. Another one is graduating this year, which was a postponed graduation. I've got a hen do. Potentially I've got a holiday, and I'm going to add to these things, but they are all positive things to look forward to, and I think that's the mindset that I want for this year. So that's the way I'm going to go forward. So I'm just going to glue the strips down so you can still read what the month says, but that you've still got these in position. So some of them are sticking off the ends of words. They're going to go around the embellishments. I feel like there needs another embellishment at the top there, maybe in the orange or red corner, but I'll figure that out in a moment. I'm just sticking. I know this is a really quick, simple video. I hope you don't mind. If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. There'll always be more videos to watch coming up. So yeah, actually I'm quite pleased with the way. I'm looking forward to see how the rest of the cut file crew over on Instagram use this cut file. There's some great inspiration from some European scrappers, so do check out the hashtag on Instagram to see how other people use this. Obviously remember this was a free cut file, so you can get it from Cut to You for yourself if you would like to be inspired by anything you see. So on top of the strips I've just added a tiny chipboard circle to each just to highlight those. There are some still left on the package in that packet, so I can add more strips without a problem, and I've kept the strips of cardstock at the top. So this little owl going with the outdoor theme is going to just go at the top there just to fill that gap. I know it's two birds and a butterfly, but actually I quite like the way that looks. Like that dimension too, really pleased with how that looks. So this is the finished layout. Thank you so much for watching and sticking with me. Some close-ups of it too. Do check us out on Instagram, and thanks very much for watching. See you next time. Bye now.